Hello everyone, and welcome to my 2021 October bullet journal setup. This month's theme is quite different than what I typically do. It is more vintage in my opinion. It's a European city inspired, like Amsterdam inspired buildings that are kind of along the shades of browns and grays and blues and blacks, and it is just going to be a city theme that I've done a city theme before, I believe last September or September 2020. I'll have to check. I did a city theme and I really enjoyed it, but that was like a modern New York City kind of vibe, and this is a more vintage, old European vibe. So that is this month's theme. I thought the color palette would fit exceptionally well with fall colors because it's browns and tans. So I thought it would be a nice kind of welcome into fall, and also just brings me a very nice, peaceful, but also hustle kind of vibe, which is really nice for me at this time of the year. I feel like October is the month when, especially with school, and I'm a senior, so with college applications for me, but that's when things start to pick up and there's that nice ambiance of holiday cheer, but also work going on. So October is one of my absolute favorite months, and I could not be more excited to do this theme for October. The typography and font for this theme is going to be kind of that serif font. I'm doing an all lowercase serif here, and then that's going to be similar to the font that I choose to do on the left page, which is where the quote is. So as you can see, I've kind of drawn in all the buildings. I'm not going to draw the design for each building during this video just because that would be super tedious. I know I typically do more simple designs because Kit by Kurti is bullet journaling for everyone, and I want to be able to show designs that still create beautiful bullet journal spreads but are relatively simple and, time saving for students. But for this particular theme, it did take me a little while. Again, this is so much more of a simplified version of what a typical theme like this would look like on Pinterest, which is where I get my inspiration from. But this theme overall did take me a little bit more time, so I did have to dedicate more time to doing this, and that's why I will not be able to show you all of the designs. I'm going to show you a select few just because I don't want this video to be way longer than it needs to be. I try to keep my videos as short and sweet as possible so you get the overall message and the overall theme that's going on, but you don't need to watch every step of the way. And so these buildings are going to have a lot of windows, a lot of curves, a lot of lines, a lot of panels, and that's just how it's going to be. Each building is going to be a little bit different, and then they're going to be colored in. You're going to see in the end photo that not all of the buildings are completely colored in. There is some color on each building, but not every one of them is completely colored in, and personally, I really like that unfinished, incomplete kind of look, but again, this is totally up to you. I also use Crayola markers, as you can see, and so it doesn't look the nicest if I color in all of the buildings with Crayola markers. You can see the marker lines, which is why I didn't color in all my buildings. But you can, and also the design is just so, minuscule, I want to say. It's so detailed, so it just is so time consuming if I were to sit there and color in each and every building. But a nice hack around this, if you wanted to do so, would be to cut out the bases of those buildings with construction paper or some other colored paper and glue them on. So I could cut out, let's see, I have 9 rectangles for the bases of the buildings on my title page. So you could cut out 9 rectangles in different shapes and sizes, possibly different colors, and that way your buildings are already colored, and then you just need to draw the windows, the doors, the panels on top. So that is a somewhat of a hack if you would choose to do that. But as you can see, all the little details are taking a little bit of time, and that's why I won't be able to show you all the buildings, but you will be able to see them at the end. And of course, you can always see them on my Instagram, which is again also just Kit by Curti. So now I'm writing my quote. This particular quote is "Live what you love." Just a simple, really warm, fuzzy quote. Kind of hits it home this time of the year. Nice little pick-me-up reminder of why I do what I do. And yeah. That's pretty much the title page. That's all it's going to be. It's pretty simple. And especially after the more colorful and chaotic space theme that I had in September, this simple theme seems really nice at the moment. And now I'm just going to draw in my buildings at the bottom of the calendar, and I'm currently writing just the days of the week on the calendar. But like I said, overall pretty simple, nothing too hard. And that's my to-do list off to the side as usual. October for me is a particularly busy month always, so I have more check boxes there than you may need, but like I always mention, bullet journaling is all about doing what is best for you, so feel free to set up this entire page how you'd like. But that is my October spread, and here are the final photos. I hope you really like it, and have a great fall, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.